guys, it's Tanya here. Thanks for watching. I'm trying so hard to play with this lighting, but it's really giving me a hard time in this room and I have no idea why. It's super washed out today. Let me see if I can lower the ISO. Well, that's a little bit better, but now it feels really dark. Anyway, we're doing a brush video, so in all honesty, the color of the lighting doesn't really matter right now. So recently I did a video on Morphe brushes, and then I did another video on Sigma brushes. And then I wanted to do a video on all of my favorite drugstore line or low-end price tag brushes. So I have all of these. And then I'm also going to film one more on all of my favorite high-end price tag brushes because I have a lot of those as well. So because I have so many different lines in front of me, we're just going to go ahead and get started. So the first line I want to talk about is pretty new to the market. It came out just last year, or just earlier this year, and that is the Wet n Wild line of brushes. And they're so cute because they've got these pink tips, which I really love. I prefer the face brushes in this line than the eye brushes. I think there's only two eye brushes in the line. One is flat and one is more of a blender. I don't find either work all that well, but the face ones are really, really great. So this one is the foundation one. It's kind of like a flat top and it's great for buffing. I also love that these have like a grip in them. So if you hold them there and you use them, you get like a really nice application. So if you're brand new to brushes, these are a great buy. Then I also have the contour one, which is kind of more of an angled size brush. I like this because it's small and it fits nicely in the area, but I do find that the bristles on this one are really soft. Like they have so much movement, so when you're trying to do contour, you don't want that much movement because it'll actually shift the product around all over your face. So that's the only downfall with that one. And then this is the blush brush, which I love. I do find it a little bit large. I have kind of maybe smaller size cheeks, but it is really pretty and it is super soft. So that's one I really recommend too. So those are the three from that line. Then if you're a Canadian, you know we have a company called Quo, and I only pulled 3 of the brushes. Now they come up with multiple brush lines throughout the year. They always have different colored handles, different sizes, always different brushes. But this one I really like because this was kind of like a woven metal line, silver, mint, and then this kind of royal blue. I love this contour brush. It's soft at the top, but you see how it doesn't move when I press on it? So it's great for doing contour and bronzer. It doesn't shift, but it still blends beautifully. And these two are my favorite. This one I really like because MAC this year, when they launched the Dazzle shadows, they launched the 247 brush, which is specifically for use with the Dazzle shadows, and it's because it's built with synthetic fibers, I think is what it is. This is built with the same fiber. So this works really well in the Dazzle shadows as well, so it's kind of a dupe for that brush, and I really love it. And this is one of my favorite brushes to get my inner corner highlight done on my eyes. This is one of the brushes. It's just got a really nice point to it, but it also fits really nicely in here. And it just gets color exactly where I want it. So I'm loving that brush. And those are from Quo, which is again a Canadian only line. Of course, then there's the Real Technique brushes. These are actually built by YouTubers, Sam and Nick. They're sisters, the Pixie Woo sisters. They have a whole brush line. They even came out with a metals collection that in Canada is so not affordable. This line, this is not affordable. These are not affordable price tags. This one doesn't even retail in the stores. This is a limited edition that came in the Christmas set, but I think this one is $34.99 in Canada. So that's why I just didn't include those ones in here. I love these brushes, but I didn't include them because these are not an affordable price tag. But their regular line is really great, and my 2 favorites are the Expert Face Brush, which is this one. This is great for any cream product, foundation, blends beautifully. I love this one. Super dense, really easy to clean, also very soft. And this one is the contour brush, but I like this one as a highlight. I like it also to blend powder up from underneath my eyes. I have like 4 of these. I use it for contour, I use it for blush, I use it for highlight, I use it to blend out the bottom of my eyes. It's a great multi-purpose brush. The only thing I don't like about these brushes is they do have this kind of rubberized bottom, and I find that over time, this one's probably about 3 years old, they do get really sticky and kind of gross. Like this one's newer, so you can see it doesn't look the same. This one looks different, and it's because the coating has started to wear off. So that's the one downfall of those brushes. Now we're going to talk about e.l.f., which most of e.l.f.'s good brushes are available online. You can get them on their website. These 4 are my favorites. I have lots of other ones, but these 4 are the 4 that I constantly reach for. This one is a dupe for the MAC stippling brush, which I don't have in front of me, but the MAC stippling brush looks identical to this. This is great for cream blush and cream highlight. I absolutely love this brush. I think it's one of the best, and it's the e.l.f. Small Stipple. It's one of the best brushes in their line. This one is the Flawless Concealer Brush, and I love this for two purposes. Number one, for blending out concealer under the eye. Number two, for powdering under the eye. There's also a third purpose. I like to use it for spot highlighting. I used this one today, and you can see it gives me that crisp highlight. Doesn't muddy into my blush too much, but doesn't make it look stark, which is why I really like it. It's got enough movability that it just does its job really well. So it's one of my favorites, and that's the Flawless Concealer Brush. And then my favorite brush from the e.l.f. line, and I probably have 4 of these, is the Ultimate Blending Brush. This thing works with everything. Bronzer, blush, highlight, contour, foundation. There's not a single face product you can't use with these brushes. They're so soft. They stay together so well. I've had these for quite a while. They're still super soft, really, really usable. I love this brush from e.l.f. One of my favorites, for sure. Now, when we talk about online companies, I've talked a lot about Sigma and Sigma's whole brush line. There was a company that decided that they wanted to dupe all of Sigma's foundation brushes. So Sigma had their whole foundation set, looks like this. This is the F88 Kabuki, and BH Cosmetics launched a line that's very similar. So as you can see, Sigma, BH. BH has gold, it says BH Cosmetics, Sigma says Sigma, but the brush tops are very similar. These brushes are actually really good. I mean, they're not Sigma quality, but they're a fraction of Sigma's price. So they have all the same shapes as the Sigma brushes do for their foundation brushes, and they even launched a concealer line. So it's almost identical to the Sigma line, but it's by BH Cosmetics. My favorites are number 119, which is the concealer one. I just love the shape of this. That rounded edge is really good for concealing. I love the 117. It is the same shape as my favorite Sigma brush, which is the F88. This is just in rose gold. But that's why I love this one so much. I find it works just as well. Again, it's not as soft, but it works just as well. And again, that's the 117. And last one is 115. And this is the perfect pointer brush. Gets foundation in all these little creasy areas, you know, blends really well. I love this. It's the 115. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is a set that you can buy on Amazon, and I will link this below because a lot of people talk about these brushes. Artist Couture makes a whole line of these, and they're very, very, very expensive from them. And I scoured all over the place and got sent a whole bunch of different sets to try. I finally settled on this set being my favorite. So this became my favorite set, and I'm going to tell you guys why. And I've tried a lot of sets from Amazon, but I will link this one down below so that you guys can purchase this one. Number one, it's one of the most affordable, hands down. You get a lot of brushes in this. I think it's a 10-piece set. One of the things I like is that you get a huge variety of round brushes in the set. So you get the biggest one, second biggest. Here we go. Let's put them in order. Third biggest. So these 3 are really great for powder, blush, contour, foundation. And then you get the 2 smaller ones, which are good for those things as well. I used this one to blend out my foundation today. It does such a seamless job. I absolutely love these. And this is the rose gold set from this company, if you're wondering. So here's some pros and cons. Number one, this is super soft. These are some of the softest brushes I've ever felt in my life. I absolutely love the way they feel. They're obviously not made with real hair. I'm not sure what they are made with, if I'm being completely honest. I think it's probably synthetic. And they do sometimes come with flaws and defaults. I mean, that's normal for the price tag that they're at. So I really love all the round ones. I also like they come in different colors, so you can choose what you like. I like the rose gold. I think it's really pretty. It's quite shiny. It does get dirty really fast though. I'm constantly having to like wipe it down because it always shows fingerprints. But those are all the round brushes you get in the set. Then it comes with these 3 brushes, which are kind of like the famous Artist Couture brushes that people kind of look like and they go, those look like toothbrushes, and they do. So it's a large, a medium, and a small. I like to use these. A lot of people use the smallest one to make liner, and you can. It works really well. Also to fill in your eyebrows, this is a great brush. The 2 bigger ones are great for smudging eyeshadow under the eyes. They fit really well, or contouring the nose. Any kind of small detailed job, these 3 brushes have got you covered. They're great. And then lastly in that set you get the 2 round brushes. These are quite similar. One's a little bit bigger than the other, but these are great for concealing under the eye, blends really nicely, or spot concealing. I really like these for those. So there's the rundown of my favorite low-end price tag brushes. There are so many brushes on the market, guys, but like I said, this set from Amazon is a great one, so I will definitely link this specific seller down below so you guys can go and pick it up. I don't get anything from them. It's not an affiliate link. I just really like these brushes. I hope you guys enjoyed my low-end price tag brush video. I'm also going to be doing my high-end price tag brush video, so stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I'm only human, can't you see, baby? I made a mistake. Please just look me in my face. Tell me everything's okay, 'cause I got it. Oh, never be like you. I'm only human, can't you see, baby? I made a mistake. Please just look me in my face. Tell me everything's okay, 'cause I got it. Oh, never be like you.